Hey, it's Rich, the Louisiana Hobby Guy, and I am in the laser lab today, and we are talking airflow and smoke extraction. So there's been a lot of discussion online about whether you should use the fan that came with your laser or whether you should use an inline fan or and so on. And I firmly believe that none of the fans that come with the lasers are adequate to remove the smoke. So the question a lot of people have is, if I put in an inline fan, do I have to remove the factory fan from the laser? And the answer is simply yes. So that factory fan is a restriction. And when you turn on your inline fan, you'll actually hear it spin up, and that's causing resistance. So you're not getting the maximum amount of air extraction if you leave your factory fan in. And there's been a lot of debate on this online, and some people dispute it. Well, today we're going to prove it. I have my little anemometer here, and we're going to go ahead and on the new LaserMATIC 30XW that I just got, I have to remove the factory fan. So I've got it set up now, and in here you can see that it's got the factory fan and it's hooked up to my smoke extraction. So today I'm going to take that fan off, and I'm going to use this anemometer, and I'm going to run some tests. I'm going to show you what the wind speed is with the factory fan, what the wind speed is with the factory fan and the inline fan, and then I'll show you what the speed is with the inline fan only after I remove the factory fan. And then you can get an ultimate answer to the question of, should I remove my factory fan, and how much more air extraction will it give me? So let's go ahead and get started right now, and we'll run the first test. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is turn on the laser, get that started, and right now it's only connected to that hose right there. So I'm going to turn on my anemometer and set it to millimeters per second, and we'll turn on maximum speed. And I'll try and get this in the exact same position on every test here. So we're going to come right up to the edge, right by that brace right there. And we have to wait a little bit. There we go, that's the max speed, which is, I'm going to hold that so that we can get this on camera, 2.93 meters per second. So 2.93 is our max speed with the exhaust hose attached. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to turn on my inline exhaust fan on high. And now I'm going to do the same exact test in the same exact spot. It does take a second for it to calculate the fastest speed. Alright, I'll hold that, and you'll see that the wind speed went to 35.8. So that brought the speed up quite a bit to 35.8. And now the next thing I'm going to do is remove this fan. By the magic of YouTube, I have taken the fan and the grill out. I don't think you'd want to see me bumbling around with that. And I did change the screws on this to regular Phillips head screws with washers and lock washers on the back. I don't know why everything that's made in China comes with Allen wrench bolts, because I really despise them. But anyway, they're so hard to get in and out. Anyway, let's go ahead and turn the laser back on. And let's turn on our extraction. And right away you can hear there is a difference in the sound. Let's see what difference we get here. I'm trying to put this in the exact same spot that the other one was in. Alright, and I think that's going to be it right about there, so I'll put that on hold. And there you can see the difference. A huge difference from before. Now, I don't know the math on this, but right now this is M/S, which I think is meters per second. So you can figure out liters per minute or CFM. I mean, I don't know why there are so many different standards for wind speed, but there you go. So that is huge difference, and we'll cover all the numbers in a second. I'll go ahead and turn this off. And I can hear the difference in my smoke extractor. So we'll go ahead and turn that off, and we'll go back over to the computer. Okay, so I'm back. And I've got my little board here that one of my viewers sent me with a nice little note on the back that he engraved. To go over the numbers again, just to show you the difference, we started with just the factory fan hooked up to the hose. And that was 2.93 meters per second. I know I got it all wrong throughout the video. So we went from 2.93 meters per second with just the exhaust. Then I turned on the inline fan and it went to 3.58. So a pretty good jump there from 2.93 to 3.58, and you could hear the factory fan spin up faster than it's supposed to go. Then I went and removed that factory fan, and we wound up with no restriction at 4.68 meters per second. At least I think it's meters per second. I really don't know what it is. But anyhow, that gives you a good comparison there. 2.93 to 3.58 with the inline fan on. And really the thing in question here is the difference with the inline fan and then no factory fan. So we went from 3.58 to 4.68. In my mind, that's resolved. So the answer is yes, absolutely. And I knew that before I even started with this wind meter. And a lot of people are going to say, hey, that's not scientific. Well, it's as scientific as I get. I'm not a scientific person. So there you can see there's an extreme difference from having the restriction, the factory fan, and not having the factory fan. So that's why I take the factory fans out of all my machines, is to lessen that restriction. So I hope that puts an end to the argument today of whether or not you should remove your factory fan if you're using an inline fan. The answer is absolutely yes, remove that fan. I hope you enjoyed this video today as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And as always, I want to thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
Bourbon in my hand, all fish on the fire. It's a Louisiana Hobby Guy, never tie, got my laser engraver. Been making everything right, carving my name day and night. Wooden signs and plaques, personalized.